Hi, Sprinkles. So, today I wanted to tell you about some of my very favorite pink makeup. So, this can be makeup, it could be perfume, really just anything that's in the realm of pink. I want to talk about it. You'll see some of the items that I'm wearing today are actually going to be included in this list. So, let's get on into it. All right, so let's start with fragrances. I will start with what I would start with as far as fragrances go, which this is the Sol de Janeiro 48 perfume mist. It is very pink in the bottle, but it also has a very sweet smell. It says, feel the rush of fresh guava nectar, sunlit orchid, and sensuous pink musk. I really love this. It's light, it's fresh, it's a spring to me. Very, very pink. Next up, and I mean last but not least, I suppose, for our fragrances, because I only picked two, is the Ellis Brooklyn Florist perfume. I love, love, love this. It has a lot of like honeysuckle and kind of like rosy notes in it, but it really is one of my favorites when I'm just feeling very romantic, want to kind of embrace my femininity, really just want to smell like I've been hanging out with flowers all day, like in a garden, like a magical fairy princess. That's what this does for me. It is, as the name implies, very floral. It doesn't have any sweetness to it. It's really just a heavy floral scent. So, those are the two fragrances that I had picked as far as my pink themed makeup goes. I think fragrance is a part of that. Next up, we'll kind of go with the smaller categories. So I have a liner here. It's actually a pigment paint from Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Concha. I don't believe you can get this anymore. It was a part of their Amor y Mariposas collection way back in the day, but this is beautiful as a liner. I really love it. Definitely do a patch test. Make sure that you don't have any adverse reactions to the pigment that's in this. But I'm able to use this on my waterline and it lasts all day. It's really fun if you want like a bright pop of pink. As you can see, I've kind of dipped my brush into it like an animal, but I really love this one. Then we have a tiny little Danessa Myricks Chrome Flaky. This is in the shade Sweet Tooth. These are really fun, but there is definitely a learning curve to them. I would recommend using like a silicone kind of applicator, but here it is, swatched out. Yeah, it's just a light, shimmery pink, very beautiful. It's really fun if you are going for like a fairy kind of like glitter on the brow bone kind of look. But I will say again, there is a learning curve. This is kind of hard to put over eyeshadows. I will say it is really, really fun though. So that's why it's here in my list. Like it's really fun if you want to use it as like a highlighter, like a really chunky, like party highlighter. Absolutely so fun. I did only pick one blush from my favorite pink blushes, and that is from Kimchi Chic and Trixie Mattel. It's called BRB Blush, BR Blush 01 Pink Era. I love this blush, and you're going to look at it and think I've never used it. I have. I swear I have. It just doesn't look like it because a little goes a long way, especially on the like Trixie side. This blush goes very far. And this is just a nice soft little pink. I really do love this. I love the heart-shaped compact. I love the magnetic closure. I just love it. Let's do the lips and then we'll do the palettes last. So first up, we have the Milani Color Fetish in the shade Voyeur. This pink is not kidding. She did not come to play. She came for money. I love it. It's bright, it's vibrant, and the formula is so hydrating. And then it actually dries down to leave like a little bit of a stain behind, which I also absolutely love. So there is that one. This is another one that'll stay for a long time, and it is a Maybelline Superstay 24-hour color in the shade Pink Goes On. This is a very blue-based pink. Again, very, very bright, very what you would call Barbie pink. Very, very bright. But again, if you apply this correctly, what I mean by correctly is use like a lip conditioner first. And then when you're at the end of your makeup, you're putting this on. Make sure you don't have any conditioner left. Put this side on, let it dry down completely. And then you have your little balmy side to make it softer and glow. It'll stay on throughout the day. I will say if you eat anything very oily, like a salad, something like that, that's got a lot of oil in it, that will break it down. But otherwise, it's going to last a while. Similar for long wearing, we have the Flower Beauty. This is their Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip, and this is in the shade Blush. This is what I go to when I want a pink lip that isn't so intense. It's just kind of a nice warm pink. I'd call this like a rosewood kind of color. I really love this. It's nice and comfortable. It's not super drying. Usually when we hear matte lipstick, we think about like dry, puckered, parched. This one is very nice. I will say it's not going to last as long as a lot of other matte lip colors, but this one feels better than a lot of other matte lip colors. Now we'll get to two of my more hydrating options. We'll start with the cuter one first, which is from ColourPop. This is their Transforming pH Lip Balm in the shade Sing, aka Jigglypuff. So this is a transforming lip balm, so it is a pH adjusting lip balm. Now, I will say it's not the strongest as far as pH adjusting balms go, but it is a really fun one. So if you want just like a hint of color, definitely recommend this guy. So much fun. And very affordable too, if you can find them on the ColourPop website. I want to say they're like $8 to $10, or maybe they sell them in a set. I can't remember. But absolutely recommend, so fun. Now, one that I do recommend, although it's not going to give you this color, is the Watermelon Kiss Hangover Lip Balm. This one is very fun. It's going to hydrate you. It's going to feel really good. Also, I'll put a picture in here if I think of it. There's also one that's a peppermint pink one. I have it around here somewhere. If I find it, I'll put it in here. But I might not be able to find it because I keep these all over my house, every bag, all over the place. I love these. I will say, if you're going to get them on sale. They're usually a part of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, or there's usually some kind of discount going on somewhere. Don't pay full price. Get them on sale. But it is nice, it's hydrating, and it smells like watermelon, which I love. Okay, so those were all of the lips. So now let's get into the palettes. So we'll start with this small one here from Pat McGrath Labs. This is their Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad in Risque Rose. This was a gift for me for my birthday one year. And as you can see, it's not all pink, but it does have this beautiful hot pink. It's got this kind of rose gold color. And then there's also a bit of a pink shift in this silvery color. Let me see if I put on my flash, if that'll help. Not really, but it does have a little bit of a pink sheen to it, which I absolutely adore. So for a little quad, this is perfect for a pink look when you're just kind of in a hurry, looking for something for, your date night. You want like a tried and true. I love a look that's just this hot pink in the crease and this on the lid. Simple. Can't get better. I really love this palette. I don't know if they still make it, but I'm sure you'd be able to find it somewhere. Do with that information what you will. I'll stop bumping you, I promise. Okay, next up, another one that I don't know that they make this palette anymore. I don't know that it's ever coming back, but this is Cleona Cosmetics and Emily Violet Marie, and this is the Dragon Fruit palette. This is one that I paid full price for. And if you know anything about me, it's that I hate paying full price. If there is a discount, I want to get the discount. I want free shipping. I want to use someone's code. I want to, support an affiliate, whatever the case may be. I want a discount. I want to support people. I paid full price for this because I knew that I wanted it that bad. I didn't want to let this slip away. And I'm so glad. The shade Sweetened, gorgeous. This is actually the palette that I'm wearing in the talking portions. No, in the on-camera portions of this video. This is the palette that I'm wearing. So you'll be able to see, like, I'm wearing Sweetened, Hydro, oh my gosh, Hylo Serious, Hylo. Let me put in a voice clip of someone else saying it right here. And then Exotic as a liner. And I just love it. It's an all shimmer palette. And yes, it does have greens. It does have purples. It's even got, like, the shade is pretty much yellow when you put it on. But the pinks in here slap. They're my absolute favorite. So beautiful, shimmer pinks. So next up, we have the Glaminatrix Rich Romantic. I will insert footage of it here because mine is actually in many different pieces because I am using the shades in custom palettes right now. I do love that this palette is magnetic. You can move things around. Mine is the old version. Now there's, like, a new version that has, like, pretty, like, embossing of, like, leaves and vines and stuff. Gorgeous. This palette is probably my favorite palette of the last year. I got it in early 2024 and I just couldn't stop using it. It's honestly one of my very favorite color stories. I think it's, like the title says, I think it's very rich and romantic. Next up, I wanted to include an all-in-one palette. And for me, that's the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette. This is one that people either love or hate, and I'm in the love category. No pun intended. So for me, the only drawback for me is that there's only one shimmer in this palette. If you go back and you watch any of my videos, I will tell you I am a shimmer lover. I love things that sparkle. I love being shiny. I love all that stuff. So for me to rank this in, like, my top all-in-one face palettes means one of two things. It either means I don't have a lot of all-in-one palettes, or this one is really good. And it's both. I don't have a lot of all-in-one palettes, but I do love this one. So just that there's only one shimmer in here, that's okay. I love this blush on me. It's not a good blush for everyone. I recognize that. You need a very particular skin tone for this blush to look good. And I'm lucky. It looks very nice on my skin tone. So I love that. I love the highlighter. It's not too much. I love these two mattes. And then this as, like, a liner shade. Chef's kiss. So typically what I would do if I were to take this traveling, like, say I'm going away for Valentine's Day and I want to take something very cute, I would swap out this shade Giddy for another shimmer. Because these are also magnetic. And you can swap them out for any of the midi size eyeshadows. They fit in here perfectly. Not enough people talk about that. So yeah, they are magnetic. They're removable. I believe even the cheek palettes are the blush and the highlighter. I believe even those are removable and magnetic. So that's why I included this as, like, my all-in-one go-to Natasha Denona face palette for if I were to travel for Valentine's Day. So last but not least, let's get to it. This is actually one that you would think is a purple palette. It's called Rosha. It's from Natasha Denona. It was new for this holiday. However, let's open it up and look, shall we? So to me, this is a Valentine's Day palette more than her original Love palette ever was. Because to me, these, like this 4-corner here, so Valentine's Day. But you can mix it with any of these pink shades. You can do Eclipse as a liner. You can really make this a very romantic palette without being over the top hot Barbie pink. Yeah. So that's why I included this one over the original Love palette. I do think that if you were to swap around the purples from this palette or the pinks in the Love palette, you could make a very pink or a very purple Natasha Denona palette, but I do just think that this one is perfect for like a beautiful pink smoky eye that you might do for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I love it. So there you have it. You'll see me in my little outro, but these are the things that I chose as my perfect pink items. And there you have it. Those are some of my very favorite pink items. So whether it was eyeshadow or lipstick or perfume, blush, tell me which one was your favorite in the comments. I'd really love to know which one you like the very best. Do you own any of these? Do you want any of these? Let me know. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a really good night. Bye.